Hello and welcome everyone to my channel. This is Jason, aka Check Your Six Mate. We will get into some World of Tanks today. Quick announcement at the beginning of the stream here for all 4 of my followers. Normally Monday through Friday 1 to 3 p.m. Tomorrow I am upgrading my internet to fiber optics, so I will not be streaming tomorrow because the internet will be down while he is upgrading it, essentially. So look out for that tomorrow. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump into the first battle of the day. As we do every day, I always start off with my T92 just to kind of ease myself into the game, make it a little bit more I don't know what the word really is, but it's more natural to kind of ease yourself into a match in an artillery because you don't have to make decisions quite as quickly. So the first match of the day, I usually just jump into my T92 to kind of ease myself into the game. Now, that being said, usually the first match does take a little bit longer, but we will live. So the second hour of this stream, I will be doing frontline. So first hour, we jump into random battles. The second hour, we will jump into some frontline games. Alright, so it looks like we got a match coming up. Let's go ahead and jump into it. On Glacier, tier 10 match. Looks like we're doing 2 arties on each team. Now when I'm on this side of the map, I do like to sneak over to about the J5 area and get behind that rock because I can get pretty good shots onto all the heavy tanks coming on the AB line. And it also gives you some elevation, so it makes the arc not nearly as bad when you're trying to hit down the center of the map. The trick is, with this tank as slow as this, to get in there without being spotted. Now, it doesn't look like very many people are coming down this way, so I'm not going to be able to stay here long. Thankfully, the T110E4 is a pretty resilient tank, and they're not going to know how many people are behind him when they spot him, so I just need to keep an eye out for that. As soon as he gets spotted and shot at is when I need to try to vacate this flank. But hopefully, we have the overmatch everywhere else. So right where that E4 is where I like to hang out. And he's there, which does not bode well for me. Someone's going to come around that corner right there. I think I might be better off staying on this side for now. Okay, he moved on.
Do it!
He moved on. We're good. Let's get into trajectory view here. Make our lives a little easier.
It's a trap!
Oh, not good. We do not want to get spotted there. We can get hit from quite a large area on the map, especially in that midsection. Now that spot really works out a lot better if you have quite a few people who take that flank, but just nobody went that direction at all.
Do it!
That was close.
a bad hit. I am a little concerned though about this flank. It doesn't look like many of them went that direction either, because that T-124 hasn't received any like fire from that direction. It's still at full health. So I should be safe for now. If that Bergetto and E3 get smart though, I will have to try to vacate quickly. That's not good. I can't go that side, I'll get auto-spotted.
Do it!
What are my options here? I guess I'll just help this flank for now and hope for the best. Definitely did some damage there. It wasn't enough to kill him. He only had 300 health though, so it should be a one-shot now. Let's see how much I did. I don't know if I did or not. Looks like we're not doing too hot. This game's gonna be pretty hard to win. Doesn't help when you got a couple tank destroyers just chilling on the spawn still.
Do it!
The T-100 is moving too much in the EBR as well to waste the 40 seconds for reload time, considering I'm pretty sure I got about a minute before I'm getting flanked here. So I might be able to get one, maybe two more shots off. That was way off. Like, that wasn't even close.
It's a trap!
Here comes their artillery. Better sneak up here. Nope.
We got it! Everybody out!
Oh, our team didn't really disperse the way would have been most beneficial to us, but then again, that's not really a good indicator. But eased in now. Let's jump into another tank. Does anyone have any requests? If not, then I will go ahead and jump into my next tank here. Let's see. Let's jump into Super Conqueror. Love this tank very much. Very, very good tank. Everybody, when I was in the last clan I was in, everybody, every night, always wanted Super Conq, Super Conq, Super Conq. I could never figure out why. I didn't think they looked that impressive, especially when looking at the statistics. But when you get into game with one, it's just, there's so many little things that it's really good at. And it's not maybe the greatest, but it's above average. But it's an above average in everything. And hit points and armor and DPM and accuracy. It's above average and all across the board. So it just kind of feels like you're playing in a different mode almost like you went from hard difficulty to medium or something like that. Everything about it is just a little bit. What the heck is going on here? Ping took a real dip there for a second. I haven't lost any frames yet though. Good news is tomorrow, once I get the fiber optics hooked up, I will be able to stream in 60 frames per second instead of 30, which will be much better. Thank you for the follow, Fozzie. Let's jump in. All tier 10 match. Only a couple heavy tanks, but they do have the vaunted 279E. I don't really want to take that thing on frontally,
Do it!
so I just have to kind of hope they don't go this direction. Now, if it was an assault, I would definitely come down the 9 line, but seeing as this is just a normal match, I will be trying to protect the 1-2 line. Now, normally if you're in a medium tank or something, I want to come up to one of these ridges to punish a light tank that gets a little too antsy.
It's a trap!
But I do not have the mobility to escape. And I've already been spotted by one of those little fuckers. So if I was like in a Progetto there or something, I definitely would have just rolled up there because I could get away if, like, you know, there's some sort of mid-rush or something going on. That was a nice shot. Big boomer damage. I'm gonna try to side scrape this corner here and just try to punish these heavy tanks coming across. I don't know there's more than one, but I do see this one here.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Do it!
I'm gonna load a Hesh round here.
It's a trap!
See how that works out for us.
Do it! Do it! Do it!
Critical hit.
Hopefully I killed the commander or something. That'd be nice. I'm glad I didn't come on. I just waited at this corner. I would have been dead by now.
Enemy is hit.
It's a trap!
Oh, shoot.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Do it!
Son of a biscuit.
We've lost a track. We're stuck here.
Do it!
Now, why did I repair the track there when I was in a good position armor-wise? Big reason is I carry 2 repair kits. And most people, or some people don't expect that.
We've damaged them.
So I want them to see me
It's a
repair one of
trap.
them. So maybe then they'll aim at my tracks again.
Mobilized. The driver's injured. We can't go very fast.
Now in this situation, I've already used it. The serve's gonna just pick me apart. So I wanted to wait to see if anyone had any decent shots on me.
Do it!
Kill the driver. Now, there's not really much we're going to be able to do here for this E50. He kind of flew into a hornet's nest, and there's no way with my mobility I'm going to get across this ravine without just getting picked apart. I do have to worry about artillery. There is 3 of them. Pretty easy target right now. Looks like we lost the other flank, so just doesn't seem like it's going to turn out well at all.
Enemy armor is hit.
Do it!
Now that 268 version 4 is going to try to scrape me, and he is much better at it than me. So, I'm going to reposition myself to this side of the rock. I think I might even back up here to try to protect myself from artillery fire. And it looks like I have someone shooting from that direction too. Ooh,
It's a trap!
don't want to be shot by that guy.
Do
Stuck here.
I already did get shot by him, so I'm going to try to get out. Nope,
Our fuel tank's hit.
there's no way I'm getting out of this corner. I'm just going to have to fight it out
it! Do it!
Track hit.
with 3 artillery. Talk about being in a bad spot.
Do it! Do it! It's a trap!
We're done for. Everyone get out.
There was nowhere to go there. Only 1,200 damage. That is disappointing. Now we may have done some damage with our blind shot, or blind Hesh rounds there, but I doubt it's much. So, no requests yet, so I'll just go ahead and continue. Let's jump in our Progetto 65. See if we can push that damage total up for today. That would certainly be nice. So that one definitely didn't work out. I wanted to kind of read the situation beforehand. I'm starting to see on that map, on a normal match, even if it is a normal match and not just an assault, you kind of don't have really much of a choice but to go down the 9 line because it's such a strong front that you can push. The side that I went down, the 1-2 line, it turns into a stalemate so quickly. Am I on the freaking... No, I'm on New Essential, just really low ping. Okay. That's why I'm upgrading the internet, folks. That is ridiculous. I should not be running 100 ping. Not when I'm paying for 500 download. Alright, here we go. Oh man, that was some ugly rendering there for a second. Okay, so tier 8 match. We should be able to deal quite a bit of damage here. Now, they have quite a few heavy tanks. Going the southern route is not going to be effective. What's their speed look like? They do have one EBR, but outside of that, they're not very fast unless the 277 goes up the zero line, which I highly doubt. So I'm going to go try to check this out over here first. Kind of see where they deploy. And then I do kind of want to take the backdoor approach.
Do it!
This map is kind of tricky for tanks that don't have armor, especially starting from this flank, because you can't really use this mountain pass here. But I do like getting in this spot because I can see right and left, and these provide some protection from artillery fire.
It's a trap!
No, I am very susceptible to artillery here because they're all going to be just reloading. So I do want to try to get up as close to these as I can.
Do it!
There's a good spot where you can, like I said, 3 different directions here. And most of the artillery is coming from that direction, so it's going to be hard for them to get past these. Most of the time they'll just move on and try to shoot somebody else because it's too difficult of a shot. Super Conqueror pulling up. Interesting. R2
It's a trap!
down this way.
Bel colpo! L'abbiamo preso!
The other Progetto 65 is down, which is definitely good for us.
Do it!
A Super Conch I'm not going to have very much luck against frontally. But it looks like we're going to win that flank.
Do it!
Do I bail? I don't know, I'm thinking about bailing. One to help that flank, push it. Push the advantage as opposed to trying to shore up the weakness. Yep.
Veicolo nemico distrutto!
Now normally you don't really want to do too many blind fires, but I know in the UDES and the Stridsvagn and everything tier 8 and above in that Swedish heavy or tank destroyer line, that they would be in siege mode there, so it would have taken him 2 or 3 seconds to actually get out of there. That Super Conqueror is in a really good spot to harass anyone trying to go up that hill, but I think I need to press the advantage. Right now I'm just kind of doing nothing. And if there's one surefire way to lose in World of Tanks, it's to do nothing and sit around. I generally either try to shore up our weakest point, or I'll try to go to our strongest point and press the advantage. So they don't, you know, lollygag. Like right now, they have the advantage, but they've been lollygagging, so I'm hoping if I can get up here at full HP, I could really push the advantage. Well, see, now we don't have an advantage because they lollygagged. That's unfortunate. I actually have to retreat now. That is unfortunate. Yeah, if I would have gone when I first initially said it, as opposed to waiting, I think that would have been much more beneficial. That's really unfortunate.
Bel colpo!
It's a trap!
I was hoping to not get spotted there so I could ambush these guys when they come down, but they definitely have the numbers on me, so I need to get the heck out of here. Because there's no one here to support me. There are the artillery pieces, but I can use the artillery pieces to my advantage. because they're going to be focused on trying to, you know, farm them more than they will be on me. The Super Conqueror still not dead? I might have to go do it myself. Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, it looks like our mission is to go fight the Super Conqueror. If we can.
It's a trap!
Stato nemico danneggiato. Li abbiamo danneggiati. Veicolo nemico distrutto.
Worked out, he kind of helped us out there. Thank you, Super Conk. Much appreciated.
Do it!
Okay, so it looks like some of them backtracked. It's still too risky to go out there.
Do it!
Maybe I can cross this ravine. I got the T-49 with me. Let's go.
Do it!
I think it's kind of essential for someone to come up this 4 line just to make sure no one's in our back door. Because the email can easily kind of miss one. Provide him some cover real quick. Yep. The 277's over there, so it's at least a Badger. Maybe it's an... Okay, there's 2 of them. So it's a good thing we didn't take off, because we need some resets here. I'm at full health, so I should be okay. This is going to be kind of important, though.
It's a trap!
Bel colpo. Centrato.
Oh, definitely, I would suggest staggering those. But
Singolo colpito.
considering... Okay, we're good now.
Do it! Do it!
Corazzato nemico danneggiato.
Do it!
Centrato. Beccato.
Alright, so I definitely pushed up
Do
the
it!
damage total there. That was definitely more than the last few games. 4 kills, got the win. I think we played a pretty key and pivotal role in the victory there, so I'm very happy with that one. Oh shoot, there we go. Sorry to mess with your screen there. Still getting used to the whole switching scenes. Ooh, cool. Now, for those of you asking why I'm applying my bonuses to, you know, tier 10 vehicles, it's not necessary. I'm just not really working on any tech tree tanks at the moment. I've been grinding very, very hard to get like 6 or 7 tier 10 meta tanks. And in the process of doing that, I am really worn out of actually like grinding tanks. So I have not been grinding any tech trees. I've been using some of the fragments and stuff we got from the battle pass. I'm trying to get to the Object 268 version 4, which is why I got 57,000 free experience up here. I need about 65,000 more to unlock on the next gun. so this way I can actually get the 268 version 4. I have a good crew in my SU 130 PM, which is the same layout as the Object 268 version 4. So I've got them up to about 5 perks. It's a Santa Claus and all the elves too, so they came with like a 0 perk. Santa Claus came with 2 0 perks. That's going to be one of my better tanks, I'm thinking. But I got to get there first. So front line is definitely put a damper on things just because I can't grind as much on the random. Because I do want that Chart of Future 4 pretty badly. Here we go. Let's jump in. Now this is the second day in a row I jumped in my EBR and got this match. For those of you unaware, there is a beautiful little bush E70 area. If you can get into it, it really lights everything up. But if you do not have anyone looking down that line, it's kind of for nothing. Now this would have been a much better spot for that T100 on our team, but they didn't take it, so I'm going to take it. It's very important you cover up your side here, because you're going to be able to spot everything coming through this corridor, and if you have some tank destroyers set up on here, like we do, you should be able to pick up quite a bit of spotting damage. Come on. Get some damage, peeps. Look at all those beautiful shots that you're missing. What the heck? There we go. Come on. Man, that's like 2,000 spotting potential damage just missed. Looks like pretty much their whole damn team went this way. There we go. There's a big boomer. So we haven't really done much of anything besides sit in this bush. Normally that's not what you want to do in an EBR. You want to be more active, but I mean, on this map, on this side, this is a very campy map. I so bad wanted to just try and shoot him. There's their ABR. I see you, my pretty. If you're new to wheeled vehicles, if you're new to light tanks, and you want to know basically what your main job is to take out the other light tanks. After that, everything else is Come on, guys. I can't give away my position. That was a prime target to shoot right there. Now once we get through the mid game, I can then start pressing the advantage and isolating some tanks out in the open and use my mobility to my advantage. In an EBR though, you do not want to be aggressive in the mid game because people are kind of entrenched at that point. They have good sight lines. You're just gonna die. Very good early game, very good late game. Horrible tank in the middle game. Now, if he had just his back end exposed here, I probably would have taken that shot just because I don't think there's anyone else within range with them being there. And he would not have spotted me in that case. But since he's front right now, I don't think it'd be very wise to take a shot. Riveting, isn't it? Just playing it smart right now. Letting the mid game pass us. And I'm gonna load a heat round. Just because if I'm gonna blow this position, I want to make sure it penetrates. And I have a feeling I'm gonna have to press out here soon. If that 430 goes out towards their spawn, I'll definitely hit it as it's passing. And try to make sure its viewports are behind the mountain first, though. Or like someone like this who's far enough away that I don't think they would spot me. I think it's time. Next person I see, I'm gonna blow the spot and take off.
Ils sont touchés. Do it!
There's 3 distinct sections of push for us right now. I need to take out this bad chat to secure the middle. Once I do that, I can push in there. Oh. Thanks, I guess. That's sad. Whoa! Oops.
It's a trap!
Cible verrouillée. Cible détruite. Cible acquise. Où sont-ils passés?
Do it!
Cible acquise. Il est cuit. Passez au suivant. Cible verrouillée. Je les vois plus.
Do
20,000
it!
damage, not the greatest, but I did get almost 4,000 spotting. I think we were the eyes and ears for an entire flank, and we ended up with 2 kills, so I think that was a really profitable game. I would have liked to have not had to use the heat rounds, but if I was going to blow that spot and I was going to take a shot at a heavy tank, I wasn't going to chance a bounce there. I wanted to make sure I got some damage. I wasn't doing much a lot of the early and mid game there besides spotting. Let's see here. What time is it? Oh, 1:38. We still got plenty of time. I'm digging it. Let's jump in the ST2. Love this tank. Can't seem to win in it for some reason. Absolutely love it. It's got great armor. It's got a higher profile than I'd like, and it's a little slow, but great armor. If you can utilize the double barrels appropriately, and you're not just a total douchebag about it like I am sometimes, and an idiot, it's a huge advantage. It really is. Imagine like a defender with a 6-second reload as opposed to 12 or 13 seconds. So that's kind of how I look at it. The double barrel capability I don't use often, but it's a great threat for when you're brawling and someone wants to push on you. A lot of times they'll be a little hesitant if you got a double barrel because they're not sure if you got both loaded or not. Having up to almost 900 alpha damage on a single volley like that can really mess with some people mentally. So while I don't use the double shot often, the threat of it is very real. Plus 2,500 hit points. That's just crazy. I would expect a tank like this to probably have like 2350. So I think they were trying to push this a little bit by giving it the bump in HP because its mobility is kind of lackluster. Now, the statistics will tell you it's not a very accurate gun, but I have seen in practice, I tend to actually do pretty well at aiming at weak points of my enemies. For the most part, I'm brawling, so I'm not really got that much distance, but the lack of accuracy has not been as pronounced as it would seem from the statistics. Tier 8 matchup, so I should be able to use the armor very well. The IS-7 went the low road, which means the 277's up top. Type 4. We don't really have to worry too terribly much about any of the other tanks that could have possibly come up this road. See, if he was watching the stream, he would have just got my whole explanation. One thing I do not like is, like I said, the mobility here. By the time I actually get into any action, there's going to be 2 enemies dead already. Notice I am coming up at a 45-degree angle here to try to just deepen my armor. And we're doing a pretty good pushing on this side. Looks like the T-49 is retreating. Now, this is an instance where I might use a double barrel. That's because I think I'm going to catch this 277 off.
It's a trap!
Guard and a big 867 point swing. It's beautiful. Plus, I knew I wasn't going to be able to brawl out there with those 3 tanks coming up. So if I was going to tank around, I was going to make it worth it. Now the first one that comes up is my left barrel, which is exactly what we need here. We're not going to have too much success against that ML2's turret though. But we can keep the ML2 out of the fight, at least, for now. Because he's worried about us. That was very unfortunate.
Do it!
Alright, so I'm loading heat rounds right now just because I can't afford to have any more not go through. I don't really care about the whole... Everybody bitches and complains about premium rounds, this, that, and the other. It's part of the game, okay?
Do it!
So we were doing pretty good, but a lot of those heavy tanks made their way up now. And I'm worried that we're about to lose the top. Notice I make a pretty bold play here.
Do it!
I don't know if that S1 thought that it was going to take me longer to reload than him. But he definitely didn't try to move, which I found odd. Now, if I get lucky on a high roll here, I could double tap this guy. But if I miss or it doesn't penetrate, he's going to be able to unload his entire clip into me. It's not worth it, I don't think.
Do it!
Can't wait too much longer.
Do it!
Of course, we low rolled road.
Do it!
Now he is on a pretty long reload, so I think we should be fine. T-32 and Type 5 heavier are on this direction.
Do it!
I'm going to leave my heat rounds in just to make sure I go through. It's going to be non-profitable, but I don't care. I want to win. That is my main concern.
It's a trap!
Okay. So T-32 is immobilized.
Do it!
Not too bad. 3,300 damage so far, 3 kills. Let's see if we can push the overload.
Do it!
That IS-7 could pose a problem.
Do it!
Thank you for the follow.
It's a trap!
Of course I low rolled again, why not?
Do it!
Goodbye, sir. Up to 4 kills now. That IS-7 though did survive quite a long time.
Do it! Do it!
Pencils down. That was a fun match. That was a very good example of what I was talking about as far as the armor is concerned on the ST2. The hit points there, I was able to take a few rounds from the ML2 and I wasn't too worried about my hit points getting too low. Even if that Sturv didn't bounce a shot or two, I still would have been fine. And also taking advantage of the fact that I caught the 277 with his pants down. So while I don't like using the double barrels a lot, I don't like shooting both rounds at the same time a lot, I will in that sort of situation where you're not going to risk missing. And not only that, but I wasn't going to be able to re-engage for another 10 to 15 seconds anyway because all 3 of those heavies were just coming up the hill. So I think that was a really good instance to show when to use both barrels and when to be smart about it. Also, when I was fighting that ML2 there, I was only shooting one at a time because if I did fire both barrels there, he would know that he has about 10 to 15 seconds before I can fire again, and he would have been able to unload his entire clip into me at that point, which would not have benefited him really because of how long his reload is. And a mill is really kind of any autoloader is a support vehicle. You don't want to be on the front line with an autoloader just because of what happened there. He spent his load, he missed one of the shots, and then got caught in the tracks with the second one. So he only penetrated with one of them, and then he was kind of stuck, just absolutely stuck. Okay, Stritzvong 103B. We're in a tier 10, tier 9 match. Only a few heavy tanks, 2 RDs. Now, artillery is something you have to worry about on this side of this map, just because I'm going to inevitably head up to the H0 spot, where pretty much everybody should go if they're in an artillery piece. Not artillery, tank destroyer.
You shorty!
But this is the one few maps where artillery can just blind fire at a certain spot, at that H0 spot, and usually hit a few people. I know whenever I play this map, I blind fire it all the time. If I don't have anyone spotted and I'm just sitting around, a couple times I've gotten a few kills. I always end up getting at least some splash damage on somebody. Especially if it's an assault where the cap is around the like E and F line. No. Not the best map for RD. One of the best ones for sure. How did someone die already? You should never die in the first minute of a match.
Den gick igenom pansaret.
Do it!
It's like they knew I was reloading.
Do it!
So I'm gonna get that carpal tunnel. I very, very much agree. But if you look at the statistics for that that gun for the SC2, it looks bad. It looks really bad. Maybe it's just the crew I have in it. Oh, overshot. Wonderful. Now the good news there is I wasn't protected by the bush, so I know there's no one lurking around here in the middle because I definitely would have been spotted there. Someone's gonna get cheeky.
Bra verkan! Fienden förstörd.
Obviously, I'm spotted if you don't mind. Now that Udez has gotten pretty confident over there at the F line a few times now. Especially the 703. I have not actually gotten my hands on the double barrel premium tank, but I heard that one is actually very accurate. Come on, that's the second time now with the super comp. Boy. Looks like I can get a little ballsy here, I think, though. I think I'm gonna go for it. I've been playing pretty conservative so far the whole stream. It's time to drop my nutsack a little bit, right? Ooh. He's going to mid-range snipe instead of long-range. Watch out. Appreciate the follow, good sir. Of course. Of course. Let's let our binoculars kick in and see what we can find. Ooh. And he's behind a bush, so he's not going to spot me. Normally I would want to move first, like now he would spot me. So I need to get the heck out of here now.
It's a trap!
Well, when we shot the first time, he had that one tree in front of him, which was opaque. Like right now, this little tiny bush in front of me is opaque, so I could shoot over this ridge without losing the camo from it.
God verkan i målet.
Do it!
God verkan i målet.
Oh, let me farm.
Do it!
He's a little too close to that for my liking. A little too close to me, even. I'd rather shoot at him than me. I should have backed up first. It wouldn't have mattered.
Do it!
Okay. I didn't need to reposition over to the side a little bit. So this way this bush will be in the way. I had a momentary shot there. I should have just went for it. I don't care if you spot me. I was going to shoot before you were going to shoot again.
Do it!
I have no idea where this Udez is.
Ett av banden har tagit en träff.
Good right there. Why not?
Do it! Do it!
One more blind shot, and then we'll reposition.
Do it!
So I want to get in a good spot where that Udez and that Stritzvong 103B is within render range, but not within spotting range. So if I get over here to the left, I can still shoot them, and it is actually impossible for them to see me. Regardless of where I... There we go. So we got the tracks there and the damage. He can't see me no matter what. No matter what he does, he can't see me. He's angling towards me, which is really smart. The second he moves, he's toast. There we gonna have to get out of there eventually. He just got rid of siege mode. You can see it elevate. We got one into him. We put him in an awkward position. Does that count? Right? Did we get credit for that? I don't think so. Looks like we are gonna secure another win though. I don't think we've lost the match yet, have we? Since I turned the stream on. Gotten pretty lucky today. No, I lost the first one, that's right. I did lose the first one. In my 282. This is just one of those games though sometimes where it just does not matter what you do. Sometimes you just lose. Sometimes you'll play the worst you've ever played and you win with like 10 dudes left over too, so definitely doesn't discriminate. Here I'm being a little gravitas just because I know
Målet
we have this in the
nedkämpat.
bag.
Do it!
I just wanted to try to get one more shot in. Now where is this little light tank? See if I can get one more shot in. Aww. Almost 4,000 damage though. 2,000 spotting. It's a pretty good game. WN8 for this game of 2875. So definitely pushing that up there. That's for sure. It's been a long road from when I first came back. I quit not too terribly long ago. A couple years ago. I just was really bad at the game. I didn't quite understand it. I didn't dedicate myself to learning the tanks and understanding the you know, the mechanics a little better and stuff, so I just got frustrated and quit. But when I came back, probably about 8 months ago now, I've fallen in love with the game because I've kind of learned the ins and outs now, and my WN8 went from like 600 to now it's almost 1100 just a few thousand games later. I'm definitely pushing to try to get that up to 2000 within a year. That's my goal. Games like that will surely help. What should we do now? Why not? Let's jump into T67, have a little bit of fun going into 2 o'clock, and then I'll take my break. Now, just if you're new to the stream, I do a break halfway through. So my stream is from Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. 2 p.m. I will take a 5-minute break just to grab a drink, stretch my legs for a few minutes, and then come right back. So don't go anywhere. Right after this quick little tier 5 match, I'm going to take my 5-minute break, and then we'll come back for the second half of the stream. And during the second half of the stream, we will be doing Frontline. Can I go south? I've had some of my best games on this map. Going down to the beach, I've had some of my worst games. I don't know if that's something I want to do right now. Especially at tier 5. People are going to get pretty aggressive. So I think I'm going to set up around the 0 line. Try to use some of those bushes to get some clear shots. And then kind of go from there depending upon the disbursement of our team and theirs.
Do it!
Now, if any of you guys need a tank that you go to when you get frustrated, this is the tank. It's very easy to play. In my opinion, kind of overpowered. High mobility. The accuracy is not quite what you would expect from a tank destroyer, but it shoots so fast. If you can get used to it, you can really have some awesome games in this tank. Maybe get some coffee during my break. That sounds good.
Enemy is hit! Do it!
It's a trap!
Enemy is hit! Do it!
I probably could have stood in there and took one more shot at him. I probably should have. I was trying to play smart and ended up just being way too conservative with it. I still died though. That's the important part, right? Let our binoculars kick in. Not seeing much. There's still 6 guys in the other team that have not been spotted yet. the AMX get brave before we go out there. Come on. Part of me feels like I should have taken that shot, but part of me also feels like there's a tank destroyer back at the B line. Like that Narshorn or another T-67 or Gorilla. Oh no, that's the tank destroyer, or the blah blah blah. Artillery. Let him be the brave one. Nothing? Alright. Let's do it to it. To quote the Goofy movie.
Do it!
He's got him. Now I better mobilize if I want to get some damage in.
Do it!
Son of a gun, I had a chance there for a second.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Do it! Do
There's
it!
a Narshorn.
Penetration.
Do it!
Come to me, my pretties.
Enemy is hit.
Do it!
We didn't penetrate
Do
their
it!
armor. Enemy vehicle
Okay, I was about to
destroyed.
load an HE round there just to make
Do
sure I
it!
got some damage, but that one went through. I'm not running headfirst into that. That's not smart. Which way is this guy looking? Yeah, we got this. Press the advantage! And another win! It's almost like I'm getting good at this or something. I'm getting lucky. Probably, that's probably it, actually. Oh, okay. T-67. I think it's almost fate, brother. We have to do this. Where's he at? Is he still having problems with that damn thing?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Do it! It's a trap!
Got him.
Where is he?
Do it!
There you are.
Ready to fire. Target released.
You biscuit eater.
Do it!
No! The SU-122 got him! Didn't he hear my speech about fate? God. That's not cool at all. Oh, man. Don't detail acquires tactics beach. Get high ground over this crazy game. Yes, always need some luck. That is for sure. I like the beach because it kind of forces people to come down to you, and you can create funnels of fire that you can like kind of force people to go through certain areas. Like you're not going to be able to flank me if you're going to the beach. Like you're not going to go all the way up the ramp, come all the way around through all the rest of the battlefield to flank me. It's a very linear approach to a fight where everything's in front of you. So especially if you got good armor or you're pretty good at side skirting, you can really use that to your advantage when you're on the beach. But something like the T-67 just doesn't have any armor. It doesn't matter how I angle. It doesn't matter what I do down there. So if I'm in like a brawling tank, I definitely want to go to the beach because I can't be flanked at that point. Like a Moss or something. It takes forever for to get up But if you can run into some enemies down south, you're going to have a really hard time losing that battle if you're not a complete and total Muppet, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 5-minute break. I will be right back for the second hour of the stream, and we will be doing some front lines during that time. Alright, I am back. Let's see here, let me get this up and going. Sorry about the delay. A neighbor stopped by. I guess their dog is missing. Want to know if I saw him. Just as I was just about to sit down, so I apologize for the delay there, but we are going to go ahead and get going and jump into Frontline. Now, I like to have a credit booster going during Frontline, just because there is so many credits to be made in Frontline. It's how I bought like the majority of my tier 10 tanks. It's just money I made Frontline after Frontline after Frontline. Now, I don't have everything upgraded yet because I only got to 3 so far in this week. So I'm going to start off in the Progetto 46. Normally I would start off in the Defender once I have engineering all the way to 5. So I can start off by getting pretty aggressive into the cap. Now, I do wish they had more Frontline maps. I do like these 2 maps. They're good maps. There's a lot of really good positions offensively and defensively. It's just a matter of... it gets kind of stale now that it's been these same 2 maps for a while now. And the fact that you have to do so many of these in order to get up to 15 each time it's out, it gets a bit daunting. It gets a bit repetitive. So I try to do it like for just an hour a day or so during my streams. And I have noticed since I started streaming, I tend to play the game only when I'm streaming now. Sitting down for 2 hours straight and playing it as opposed to just playing a game here and there has made me, not necessarily that I don't like the game anymore or anything like that, it's just when I have other free time to play games, I tend to just jump on to like StarCraft or something. I very much enjoy, I've only been doing this for like a week now, but I very much enjoy the whole commentating it as I'm going and doing the live stream. So it's not really fun to do unless I'm streaming now, so hopefully that picks up over time. So let's jump into it.
Viene richiesto il tuo aiuto.
I'll be your friend, Jackal. Why not?
Plotone creato.
We could be the
Un
best of
giocatore
buddies.
si è unito al plotone.
Just don't talk, because I don't have to mute you. Okay, so it looks like we're defending on Charlie.
Defend our zones until
Normandy.
the time runs out.
Do it!
1 artillery piece, a couple Progettos. If we can get to our good spot over here by the rock, we can hold down this side. Now, usually, if I can win this hill and hold down this rock,
Do it!
we will hold Charlie until I run out of ammo. The last 2 times I've done this, I ran out of ammo, I went to go reload, and I couldn't make it back because we lost it. It's a very strong spot in Normandy. Looks like that other Progetto 46 has the same idea.
Zone B under attack.
Here it is. Can't beat it. It's risky knocking over the trees, but it's worth it. Come on. Thank you. Probably could have got a shot off there. I think it's better off just getting the concealment for now. That was a particularly bad shot.
Do it!
Corazzato nemico danneggiato. Centrato!
Wait. Don't be a jackass.
Do it!
Zone B has been lost. The enemy got extra time.
Corazzato nemico
Should have shot a
danneggiato.
little sooner to make it easier to track him there.
Do it!
That was on me.
It's a trap! Do it!
Centrato! Preso.
We have
Right.
locked Zone C. Enemy
Very
airstrike
unfortunate.
incoming.
Abbiamo un cingolo
Do it!
danneggiato.
It's going to be very
Abbiamo
difficult to get
perso
out
un
of here.
cingolo, siamo fermi.
Do
I don't
it!
think it's going to happen.
Ci hanno
Simply not
presi
going to
tutti
happen.
fuori.
I almost feel like that was kind of on me, because if I wasn't so concerned about the concealment there at the beginning, I could have put a round or 2 in some of the side of
Ready
those
for
heavies, which would have
deployment.
slowed them down. So I'm going to put part of that onus on me. We lost Bravo as well. That's not good. Let's see. Let's go fight in the mountain pass here to defend her.
We have successfully retreated.
They're going to be coming through this mountain on the other side. We got some single lane corridors, like what I was talking about with the beach, where you can keep the fight very linear, very much in front of you. This mountain pass is very good for that. He made it up. I want that tank so bad. I've been waiting for 6 months. I check every day. I want that tank so bad. I'm contemplating if I want to get up on that ridge there, and I just don't think I do.
It's a trap!
Nope. He's gonna get away. Maybe not.
Do it!
Maybe so. Okay, so they're transitioning into the other side. At least a couple of them are.
Do it!
I kind of want to stay right here in this little pocket. I'm getting antsy. I want to fight. Come to me, my pretties. Part of me thinks I should go try to flank those guys.
Air Scout is ready.
Let's find out for sure. There we go. We got some customers. We just had to be patient.
It's a trap!
That is an unfortunate start.
Do it! Do it!
Есть пробитие. Гусеница сбита. Движение невозможно. Танк уничтожен.
What could I have done better?
Zone A under attack.
Not having a very good front line here. I usually never have to
Our
wait.
reinforcements have
Kind of
arrived.
embarrassing, really. That's embarrassing. I think it's the first time in a front line in a long time where I've had to wait. I usually have one or two saved up. What could I have
Ready
done better
for
though?
deployment.
Utgå!
I think when
Do
that
it!
second heavy tank made its way around the corner, I just wasn't going to win the one-on-one battle anymore because that mountain breaker already could out DPM me with the slow reload. I would have had to have relied on my intelligence as far as like placement of my tank.
It's a trap!
Zone A has been lost. The enemy got extra time.
I didn't really have any support. I don't know. If you see something... Was there a WZ behind me? That was what I was just thinking. Like, I don't know if I had support or not. I know I didn't when I first went into the valley. Now, I do prefer to let up
Ett av banden har tagit en träff.
on this side usually because they're looking on that side.
Motorn
Wow.
skadad. Vi måste sakta ner. Vägen är förstörd.
Man, look at that. They didn't even spot us. They were doing the arty strike on our buddy there. We caught fire and died. That's sad. Alright, let's check out the battlefield at least. Man, that was bad. That's bad. See how the other things are doing. So we have an oversaturation here. Just way too many people here. Looks like they're still waiting for A to show up. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Stream bootleggers. I think that would probably be the most boring stream in existence. To stream a text-based Mafia game. I don't know. Maybe during like a shooting or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I know a lot of people who would want to see something like that. Maybe. Still can't believe I got 2 more minutes before I can allowed to get back in this fight. That guy didn't even spot me. Talk about getting lucky with one of your arty drops, man. Oh my goodness, if you just like set on fire someone and kill him, then you never even saw him there. Who killed me? I want to know. I want to go back and look. Send that guy a message and ask him like what his reaction was, you know? Yeah, it looks like D could use some help. They're getting taken out pretty quickly. I think by the time I get back into this match, though, D is going to be lost. There's only a few guys left on the sector. See if anyone from E moved on yet. Or if they're all just sitting around. Yeah, if they're all just kind of sitting around waiting for my guys who are coming. This flank looks a little desolate. I think people have moved on now. So I'm definitely going to be going to D, unless we lose it.
Zone B has been lost. The enemy got extra time.
You could not have timed that better if I tried. As I'm saying it, as long as we don't lose it. You have lost D. We are running out of time. Or no, the other enemy got extra time. That's right. So here's what I'm afraid of. I've done it a couple times. You could sneak around here and get into a position right about here and hide around this corner and shoot the back of this. I've completely taken out this turret by myself a ton of times because they just left it completely unblocked when they were pushing 3 or 4. So that's something I'm going to be cognizant of if I do die again. See if there's anyone trying to sneak around here. How much time? I got 3 seconds.
The main objectives have been reached.
I think I'm going to go guard against
Reinforcements have
that.
arrived.
Something to keep in mind.
Ready for deployment.
When your reinforcements have arrived, that means so has theirs.
Do it!
PJ!
Do it! Do it!
Been a long time, PJ. Wonder if I should chill here or if I'm going to go to this little alcove here. Because if I get stuck here, there's really no going back. Because I'm not going to be able to span that whole 200 meters there without getting eaten alive. It'd be a really nice shot if you went under there. Oh, come on. That would have been beautiful.
Do it! Do it!
And I'm still here.
Zone E under attack.
Do it!
That would have been gorgeous.
Air Scout is ready.
Reveal to me all your secrets. Oh, he died. Okay, he's not there. I think we're gonna move on. You have this IS-2 for help. Man, I
Zone
need to
E
get to
has been
captain
lost.
at least.
The enemy got extra time.
This is bad.
Do it!
You know,
Do
it's
it!
kind of like that World of Tanks karma coming back around because I won all those random matches, right? Shit happens.
Heavy artillery is ready.
See, I just almost feel like this whole thing is a complete waste of time way over here.
Do it!
First customer.
L'abbiamo preso!
It's a trap!
Li abbiamo danneggiati!
High roll? Nope.
Bel colpo!
He's gonna get one into us. Maybe not. IS-2 finish him off?
Do it!
Cerchiamo un altro bersaglio!
Thanks, old buddy, old pal. Good teamwork. I don't know why he didn't shoot.
Do it!
Did he shoot right before he came around the corner or something?
Do it!
That was unnecessarily loud. I don't know if I want to get that sneaky and be that guy. Okay.
Do it!
That wasn't even remotely close. That's unfortunate.
Do it!
Colpito!
Come on. Oh man, this is rough
Do
right
it!
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Centrato! Bel colpo!
Do it!
Li abbiamo danneggiati! Corazzato nemico danneggiato!
now. Is that dude AFK or something? This guy's definitely a smart man.
Do it!
Air
Now,
scout
normally
is
I would
ready.
definitely say
Colpito!
conserve your ammunition
Zone
there
F
so you
under
don't
attack.
lose DPM. But I knew after that round I was going to be
Do
retreating.
it!
Try to get a little better cover here. And by the time I'm
it!
done repositioning, I got 2 loaded already.
Do it!
Okay, so some vision.
Zone F has been lost. Attackers got extra time.
10 minutes, okay, I got time to make up for the early... Oh.
Li abbiamo
It
danneggiati!
was like a half a pixel there. How did I miss so bad earlier?
It's a trap!
Oh snap. Ooh, be impressed with yourself some other time, Jason. That's 2 of his shots. He's reloading.
Li abbiamo danneggiati!
Do it!
L'abbiamo preso!
Why would he even take that
Centrato!
shot? I didn't even have to worry about it because I knew he was going to try to shoot on the move. That would have
Do
been
it!
incredibly awesome on his end if he would have actually landed that shot. Now, I can't fully
Do
clip him
it!
unless I get high rolls. And I'm down to 4 rounds of AP, so I gotta be careful here. Otherwise, these clips will start getting very expensive. He didn't spot me.
Corazzato nemico danneggiato. Li abbiamo danneggiati. Bel
No.
colpo.
I thought it was
Hanno
worth it
ferito il
there.
pilota. Ora siamo lenti.
Just ooh, maybe not.
Do it!
Corazzato nemico danneggiato.
Alright, we're down to ACPR. Now, if you didn't notice there, I was down to 1 AP shell. That's why I fired it right away. It won't load in other shell types, which is unfortunate.
Do it! Do it!
Objective 5 under attack.
These shots are
Objective 4 under attack.
very expensive. Oh shit.
It's a trap!
Abbiamo danneggiati. Colpito.
I am one-shottable.
Do it!
Jason is running like a hoe.
Do it!
Ci hanno presi tutti fuori.
Don't matter. He got me. At least I don't have to wait this time. Goodness gracious. Alright. They're hitting 5
Ready
pretty
for
hard.
deployment.
Defenders are meant to defend, right? That's why they were made.
Конвои.
Do it!
I hope so. Definitely hope to make fast progress. Hello. Let me introduce you to a shop.
Есть пробитие.
I see you guys have met.
We have lost objective 5.
Do it!
The wood was coming. Oh my god, look at this aim time.
Рикошет.
Just, ow. That hurt my soul.
Do it!
Come on. Can't wait here forever.
Objective 3 under attack.
Well, would you guys stop it? That's just not nice. Holy crap, 3 just got completely taken over. I don't know if there's any saving at this point.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Which means so has theirs. I think the only thing I got at this point is just to protect 4.
Objective 4 under attack. We have lost objective 4. Only one left. Save the last one.
Did a really good job protecting 4
Air
there.
Scout is ready.
Fire under shot. Never hit anyone on the
It's a
move.
trap!
I don't know why I tried.
Do it!
3 is going to be lost very soon.
It's a trap!
Пробитие.
Do it!
Уничтожен.
It's a trap!
Heavy artillery is ready.
Do it!
All main objectives have been lost.
At least I got the captain. Sort of made up for the early game there. That early game was bad. That's the first time I've had to wait to get into a match and then dying right after that too with that fire. I gotta say, I have made the transition from not using fire extinguishers because of the crew skills and because of just the ability to give your team coffee or something of that like, or a second, repair kit for a heavy tank is very crucial. So it's been rough when you do get set on fire. It has been rough. Now I'm sure I probably have like a billion of these things that I could use probably for fire extinguisher. 142 of them just sitting around, but what's the point, right? Manage reserves. Let's do some upgrading. Let's upgrade our recon flight and our artillery strike. All right. Second front line of the game, of the day. Let's do it. We got 20 more minutes left of the stream, so I might be able to get one, maybe two more in, depending upon how quickly they go. Hi, mate. How are you doing? I am doing wonderful, Vazi. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? Miss you guys. I think PJ earlier suggested that I should live stream bootleggers, and I was wondering what your opinion on that would be. I think that'd be incredibly boring. Very, very boring. Okay, so we're defending again on Alpha this time. Once again, we're going to try to utilize the high ground to get some crossfire into the cap circle. Oh, let's jump into it.
Defend our zones until the time runs out.
Do it!
My whiteboard sessions. For those of you who do not know, I used to play another game called Bootleggers, where I was kind of the leader of my clan, and I'm very detail oriented. So all of our plans and all of our goals and stuff I would throw up on the whiteboard. You can see it behind me up on the wall. And I would do whiteboard videos explaining and kind of in detail what I was looking for, what we were going to do. Considering, I went overboard. And they give me a hard time about it now, so. Oh, some other guys had the same idea. That's not cool. I guess I'll push up here and protect them.
It's a trap!
Stato nemico danneggiato. Li
I'm
abbiamo
trying to get all 3
danneggiati.
rounds in there before. Owie. That's a long shot for a defender, too.
Do it! Do
I
it!
saw a sliver. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Zone C has been lost. The enemy got extra time.
Oh, I thought we were in C for a second. I was like, what the heck? How'd you lose C, by the way? That's one of the easiest ones to defend. You know what? I say that. And the last match, we actually started to see this pretty quickly, too. So I guess I should shut up.
Stato nemico danneggiato. Gli abbiamo fatto il solletico.
Ugh. That's painful. See, there's just way too many of us up on this thing. I don't think we're going to be able to stop them from happening too effectively. There's just too many. Where is this Lynx going? I'm coming to save you, Artie.
Do it! It's a trap! Do it!
Oh my god, I'm playing right into this fool's... I just need a second. I just need 1 second.
Do it!
Okay. I missed like 4 rounds there, played right into it.
Do it!
Oh man, that was
Do
bad.
it!
Those wheeled vehicles just do so much damage on maps like this because of how big they are and how open.
It's a
Do
trap!
it!
Air Scout is ready.
Finally, I feel vindicated
As
now.
good as new.
Do it!
23 seconds. I might have a chance to be a hero. Maybe.
Do it!
Maybe. More than likely,
It's a
I'm going to
trap!
rush in here just in time to die. This is going to be really painful, but I think I got to do it.
It's a trap!
Trattato nemico danneggiato. Bel colpo. È rimbalzato.
Who else gets points? Oh
Abbiamo
no, I hit two of them, but there was...
Attiva munizioni
Well, I'm dead
colpite.
in 2, 1.
Cannoniere ferito.
I survived?
Do
We have
it!
lost Zone A.
There's no way, I'm
Leave the
dead.
sector as soon as possible.
I just almost wish they'd kill me now, so... There's no way I'm going to actually make it out of here. There's no way.
Do it!
Man, I thought I was going to have a chance to be the hero there. I hit 2 of the guys on the cap, but they had like 4 or 5 on the cap, and it just did not matter. That
We
was
have
unfortunate.
successfully retreated.
Got pretty lucky there with that one bounce too. It must have just been a ricochet angle. I will say the Progetto 46, and especially the Progetto 65, the front of it is sloped in such a way that it makes it pretty good. You can definitely ricochet quite a few rounds off the front of it, especially
Heavy artillery is ready.
the 65. See, this is what I was kind of talking about, is I almost kind of wish they did kill me there, because I'm wasting probably a minute and a half now retreating all the way back to the next repair station. Although I should probably just be a jackass, because I know there's someone here. See what happens. I'm going to be driving for the next minute anyway, right? I'll be that guy.
Do it! 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 Do it!
Repairs
It's
completed.
almost like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, motivational video there. Kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger mixed with Shia LaBeouf. Do it. Just do it. I don't think we have enough here to defend D. We might be able to slow them down, but I don't really want to get into a situation again where I just slow them down and then I'm out of the fight for 2 or 3 minutes. It's a decent... Ooh!
It's a
Air
trap!
Scout is ready.
It does now. That was bad.
L'abbiamo preso. L'abbiamo preso.
That was bad. I could have killed him there had I not shot my foot.
Do it!
This is a pretty good spot just because across here, these trees in the middle kind of provide that
Do
opaque
it!
protection. Not so much over here, but then I can move behind these trees in order to
Do
create that.
it!
Like, if they're coming down this road, like that. Most of them are going to use a recon flight though at this point in the game, so it doesn't really matter at all.
Non lo abbiamo bucato.
Come on.
Li abbiamo appena graffiati.
Do
Screw
it!
I'm loading APCR. I'm tired of not penetrating. I'll spend the gold. I don't care.
Do it!
At that distance, though, it's not a matter of like aiming at weak points. You just kind of got to get lucky with
Do
where it
it!
happens to land.
Do it! Do it!
I have a feeling quite a few people from E is going to end up coming over.
Zone E under attack.
This is riveting, I'm sure. Did someone get into D? Sneaky W.
È rimbalzato. Corazzato nemico danneggiato. Corazzato nemico danneggiato.
Sneaky devil.
Do
That
it!
hats off. That's all I gotta say. Hats off to that guy.
Do it!
How the heck they snuck those heavy tanks through the middle like that? I was waiting for them to come down that main
it!
drag.
Zone D. Enemy airstrike incoming. Our reinforcements have arrived.
That's bad. Alright, trying to move on to E. We're not getting much action over here, and I'm not going to go protect the one flank again like I did last match. It was just a
It's a
complete
trap!
total waste of time. Hopefully I can get over to E without dying. If I get tracked here, that's going to be pretty bad. Not enough time.
Heavy artillery is ready.
There's time for that, though.
The main objectives have been reached.
No.
Air Scout is ready.
Do it! Do it!
Gotta keep an eye for that SU-130. I know he's right around the corner there.
Li
It's a
abbiamo
trap!
danneggiati.
I'm gonna
Corazzato
put two in
nemico
him.
danneggiato.
Because by the time I engage him again,
Objective 1
Do it!
under attack.
oh my god, really? I only have 2 APCR left.
Do it!
Bel colpo. Motore danneggiato. Questo non possiamo andare al massimo.
Do it!
Tutti fuori, carro in rottame.
That was on me. I forgot that I had put APCR in earlier, and man, that is unfortunate.
Конвой.
I had just completely and totally forgot that I put APCR in
trap!
there. I ran out of rounds.
Do it!
I knew I was gonna have to put 2 in him and then 3 more to finish him off.
It's a trap!
Come on.
We have lost Zone E. Leave the sector
I
as
was
soon
hoping I
as
can reverse
possible.
side scrape there.
Do it!
Броня не пробита.
What are you doing, Jason? Get your shit together, man.
Do it!
Literally
Have
showing my
lost
ass.
Objective 1.
See? I told myself I wasn't gonna go try to protect the flank at 1. And what happens? Throws
It's
it
a
right.
trap!
Do it!
Уничтожен.
5. Boy. So we lost 1. They're pushing really hard in the middle.
Do it!
I think I need to go repair and then go for 3, because by the time I get up that hill, they're going to be pushing it.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Shouldn't have to go get repaired. But I was going to get all fancy and reverse side scrape in the open, and then just completely shove the back end. That was not smart.
Air Scout is ready.
Have faith, you can always try again. Try what again, good sir? Not sure what your reference there to. I'm sorry, sir. I just saw the message.
Zone F under attack. As good as new.
Those explosions are always way louder than they need to be. Did you really just stop?
Heavy artillery is ready.
Probably shouldn't be in a sight when I'm going across a bridge. I had me panicking there for a second. I was going to just drive right off the bridge
Zone
while I'm
F
in the
has been
sight there.
lost. The enemy got extra time. Objective 2 under attack.
There was no one over there. Did I really misread the map again, thinking that there was going to be a big battle here at 3? Not really much to do now except for kind of wait. Looks like they're pushing 5 pretty hard. Looks like they're pushing 2. I might be able to get back down that ramp and get some side shots and on 2. Onto 2.
Objective 5 under attack. Objective 4 under attack. We have lost Objective 5. Only one left. Save the last one.
See what happens. Oh snap, because they already got 5. All they gotta do is go get 4 now. Alright, well, time to abandon 3.
Objective 2 under attack.
54 damage.
Air
Watch
Scout
out.
is ready. All main objectives have been lost.
So that was a serious case of completely misreading the map. Especially when you are in a slow tank like a Defender or any other slower tank inside of Frontline. Misreading the map is just not something you can afford there, because I think out of the probably 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay, I was out of the match and out of the fight completely for about 7 to 8 minutes of it, I would say. So that's something to learn from. Definitely not a mistake I want to make very often, but you know, shit happens. But with that being said, it is 3 o'clock, so it's time to transition here over to the recap. I think we had a good stream. Had a couple new guys on here. The chat was more active than it's ever been. I understand that I'm pretty new at this, but I'm only going to be getting better as we go. I'm going to be upgrading the internet tomorrow, like I said. Eventually I'm going to get a better camera. I'm going to get a green screen behind me and stuff like that. Put myself in scenes as opposed to just my living room. So it will be upgraded as we go. I hope everybody enjoyed this today's stream. I do stream every day, Monday through Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the exception of tomorrow. Tomorrow I am upgrading to fiber optic internet. So my internet will be down throughout the day as they are installing it. So Monday through Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the exception of tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you guys again on Thursday. Peace out.